Dubai Golden Visa, a way to guarantee yourself a 10-year, worry-free stay in the country. In this video, I will give you the inside scoop of everything about the Golden Visa, from the tax benefits and amazing lifestyle to the nitty-gritty of the application process. I will even share some insider tips that you won't find anywhere else.
Wait, don't go! I can see that you are only interested in the exceptionally rare.
Whether you are an investor or entrepreneur or just someone who wants to live the good life in UAE. This video is for you, so hit that play button and let's get started. My granny used to say, always have a plan B. No matter how good things are right now, have a plan B. She was a wise woman. You know, she survived World War II, so there is definitely some wisdom in her words. In my opinion, one of the best plan B in the modern world is Dubai. And let me tell you why. For example, there is no taxes on income, property or companies. And I could list the benefits all day long. I know what you will say. It's not possible to become a permanent resident in UAE.
Yes, I did that.
But what if I say it's possible?
You have to see it for yourself.
Golden Visa, as fancy as it sounds, is one of the keys to becoming a long-time resident in UAE. There are actually several options of how to get this 10-year long residency with an option to renew it after 10 years. Good for us, my friends, that now getting a Golden Visa has become much more easier thanks to an amazing UAE government work. All the processes are completely digital and takes less time than it was before. Everything can be done remotely except for quick medical tests and fingerprints. This need to be done on site. So in less than 1 month you could be all set up, which is pretty amazing. Actually, in some cases it can be done even in 1 week. If you are hiring professionals like us who are helping you with all the process. I will break down the eligibility criteria in simple terms so you can find out if you qualify for the Golden Visa. I will also talk about the cost involved in getting the Golden Visa and the benefits you will enjoy as its holder. Finally, I will walk you through the step-by-step application process, giving you all the latest tips and tricks to help your application process as smooth as possible. Let's start with going over some benefits. Here are 5 key advantages. Tax. Everyone hates this word. But you know, what if I told you that in UAE there is no taxes on income, capital gain, inheritance, gifts or properties? Sounds mind-blowing, right? Residents do not pay income or corporate taxes. However, companies that make profit more than 375 AED or more are subject to corporate tax. Keep in mind that there is also VAT if your annual income exceeds 365,000 dirhams. Even with the new corporate tax, the UAE still has lower tax rates than many other countries. For example, countries like Malta, Portugal, which by the way also offering residency by investment programs, the corporate tax rates are 35 and 21%. Whoa! So now you start to see why Dubai is good not only as a plan B but also as a plan A. Good. And check this out. The UAE has double tax avoidance agreement with over 100 countries, including France, UK, Canada, Russia, India and China. Probably you are not at the age when it's super important, but trust me, we all will get there. The UAE has excellent healthcare facilities and it's actually a popular destination for medical tourism. People living here can easily get top-notch medical care and insurance. By the way, we have covered this topic extensively in one of our videos, so if you want to know more about health insurance options that you can expect at different insurance levels and how expensive it all is, click on the card now or follow the link in the description. Okay, buckle it up because I have got another reason to love the UAE.
No way!
The infrastructure is insane. Seriously. Coming from the place where in a 20-kilometer drive you could cost you a tire, driving in the UE, it feels like floating on the cloud. Even the metro is a dream. Clean, efficient, and way nicer than anything I have seen in New York or other big cities. And forget those pricey taxis to and from the airport.
No way!
The metro gets you there in a flash, if you are not lugging around with ton of the bags. But it's not just about smooth rides and fancy stations. The UE is ranked 12th in the world in terms of market competition, which is huge. This means that the competition is very fair and it's a fantastic place for the business to thrive. The government is efficient, the infrastructure is top-notch, and everything is just works. It's designed to make your life easier whether you are working or playing. Okay, time for some serious talk.
No! God!
Most visas here, like ones for the work or freelancing, only last 2 years. And there is a catch. You cannot be outside of the country for more than 6 months or your visa gets cancelled. Boomer, right?
You're goddamn right.
But then there is a golden visa, the holy grail of residency permits. This bad boy lasts whole 10 years with the option to renew it. And it doesn't care how long you are gone. It's like having a freedom to come and go as you please, while still keeping all the perks of being an UE resident. Plus, the golden visa throws you at some sweet discounts. In Dubai, you get the UE Assad privilege card, which is like magic key to open you 70% off on everything, from medical care to travel, shopping, and even dining out. Abu Dhabi residents get similar deals with extra discounts on healthcare, insurance, property, cars, and entertainment. Even the banks roll out the red carpet with special mortgage rates and saving accounts, so yeah, the golden visa is pretty sweet deal. Requirements for the another categories of applicants for the UE golden visa. Okay, so let's talk about actually getting that golden visa. There are a bunch of different ways to qualify depending on what you are bringing on the table. If you are loaded, you can invest your way, buy a property worth at least 2 million dirhams or park that much in the UE bank account. The property option is pretty sweet deal because you will get a visa and potentially valuable asset, but you can't sell it without losing the visa. With the bank deposit, you are stuck with that money for 3 years.
Yes, very sad.
But hey, it's an option, right? Now here is something you might not find online. If you are ranking in a good salary outside the UE, at least 50,000 dirhams per month, you can qualify for golden visa too. You will just need to show proof of your income and education, and also if you are executive in UE making 30,000 or more, you are golden. If you are more of those entrepreneurial types, you can get golden visa if your startup is valued at 500,000 dirhams or more, but you will need some paperwork to back it up. A confirmation of the startup of value from an auditor, proof from the Emirates authorities that the project is technical or future-oriented, and the proposal from an accredited UE business incubator to establish the project. The next one is just for those who are forever 20, or no, it's not 18 anymore. I'm joking. And hey, if you're over 55 and financially comfortable, the Retire program might be calling your name. To qualify, you need a decent pension of at least $4,100 per month and either a property investment or a bank deposit in Dubai worth at least $275,000. You can mix and match the deposit and real estate to meet the investment total. The program also allows retirees to include the spouse and the children under 18. And don't forget to write a will. For the brainiacs and the superstars out there is a special golden visa just for you. It's basically a way really want you here card. If you are an engineering, tech, life science or natural science, you can snag the golden visa with a recommendation from the Emirates Scientists Council. Just make sure to have a certificate degree from the Emirati Ministry of Education and work contract ready. For the doctors, investors, artists and athletes, you might qualify for the golden visa as an outstanding specialized talent in the UAE. To qualify, you will need a recommendation letter from a relevant ministry or service and employment contract in the UAE with a salary of at least 30,000 dirhams per month and bachelor degree, of course. High school students who score a minimum of 95% can get a 5-year golden visa, and for smarty pants, university students with the GPA of 3.5 or higher who graduated with the last 2 years from top 100 university, you can get a 10-year residency visa. Just make sure to have a recommendation letter from the Ministry of Education. If you are doing something good for the world as a humanitarian or medical worker, you might be eligible too. Oh, and there is a new rule for religious type of mosque imams and preachers, as long as they got plenty of experience. Cost to consider. Translating and getting documents certified can cost you up to $1,000. The price depends on category you are applying for under the golden visa. Everyone in the UAE needs medical insurance starting from $400 per person. However, medical insurance isn't required at the time of applying for golden visa. The medical test costs you about $200 per person for the basic one. If you want the VIP option, it will cost you more, but trust me, VIP option is way much better. Administrative fees for visa and resident card may vary, but it starts around 3,800 dirhams per person. Just remember, you have to be at least 18, have a clean record, no criminal record, no serious illnesses like HIV or tuberculosis, and a way to support yourself financially. And yet, there are some fees involved, but the golden visa opens up a whole world of possibilities in the UAE. But if you make some mistakes in your application, you will need to wait a few months before you can reapply. To get help with your UAE golden visa, click link below to book a free Zoom call with one of our experts. Our team will help you to pick the best application category for the golden visa in the UAE. We will handle the entire process so you can get your UAE golden visa without any hassle, avoid any costly mistakes. The UAE golden visa requirements for the family members. Okay, by now you're probably thinking this golden visa sounds amazing, but what about my family?
Salute, mi familia. Salute.
Unless you wanna run away from them. Of course, no judging. Well, the awesome thing is that the golden visa covers your fam too. Here is the lowdown of adding your loved ones to your golden visa. If you are the lucky golden visa holder, you can sponsor your spouse, kids and the parents. Your spouse need to be over 18, no young girls, with a clean record and no major health issues. But no, you cannot sponsor your sisters or the brothers. And get this, as a sponsor you need
A superpower.
They can't buy alcohol without your written permission, and they need your okay to get even a job. It's like being a king or the queen of your own little castle. You can also sponsor your unmarried son up to 25 years old, as long as they are dependent on you. Unmarried daughters of any age are more than welcome. Kids with disabilities can be added to the visa no matter how old they are. But wait, there is more. You can even sponsor your household staff like nannies, housekeepers and butlers. The requirements are pretty similar. They need to be over 18 with no criminal record, pregnancies or major health issues. By extending the golden visa to your family, they got to enjoy almost all the same perks as you living in the EU, tax benefits and maybe even some discounts. Alright, so you are ready to take the plunge and go for that golden visa. Awesome, let me walk you through the step-by-step process.
Come with me if you want to live.
Just in case you are brave enough to tackle it on yourself. First thing first, head over the governmental smart services website. It's like your golden visa bible. They got all the information on the categories, requirements and what paperwork you will need to. If you are brave enough to go alone, you will need to make a couple of pit stops in the person, the customer happiness center. I know, sounds cheesy, right?
Right!
And typing center. Now it comes to not so fun part. Gathering all the necessary documents. It's like the paperwork version of the scavenger hunt. But don't worry, the government website has checklist of everything you need for your specific golden visa category. Just remember, you might need to get some of these documents translated and officially stamped, which can take about 5 to 7 weeks. But hey, if you're applying as an investor, it usually is a lot quicker. The exact documents you will need depends on why you are applying. For example, investors might need proof of their property purchase or bank statement, while folks applying with the family or staff need to prove this relationship. But no matter what, you will need definitely a passport copy, a photo and copy of your current visa if you have one. Other common documents you might need are things like your degree certificate, bank statements from the last 6 months and your job contract. Just double check the government website to be sure you got everything you need. And hey, if all this sounds like a bit of headache, don't stress. There is an expert who can help you gather and organize everything so you don't miss a beat. Next, you will need to have to prove that you will meet the specific requirements for your chosen category. Again, this can take 5 to 7 weeks. Now that pit stop. At the Customer Happiness Center, you will grab the ticket, wait for your turn and then hand over application and documents to the friendly folks there. You might have to pay a small fee, but hey, happiness doesn't come always for free, right?
I'm talking about this.
Next up, the typing center. These guys are officially recognized, so you know they will get your paperwork in the order. Just hand over your stuff, pay any necessary fees and you're one step closer to golden visa glory. Time for a quick medical exam at an appointed clinic. Once you pass, you will get a health certificate. This usually takes from a few hours to few days, depending are you doing VIP or the basic one. Step 5. Once everything is in order, you'll be scheduled a biometric appointment. After that, it's just a waiting game to get your Emirates ID. Now, let me tell you this. It can be a bit of the headache. If it's your first time doing it alone, it can take longer and be more stressful. So, good luck! If you've done this on your own, drop the comment below and tell us how it went. But honestly, if you want to make things easy for yourself, it might be worth getting help from an agency. They know the insides and outsides of the process and can save you a lot of time and hassle. Okay, now that we sorted out the visa process, the next question might be, how much does it cost to live in Dubai?
What did it cost?
Everything.
The UAE offers a diverse range of living costs, from the luxury of Dubai to the affordability of the Sharjah. We break down everything you need to know about the cost of the living in different cities, from the housing and transportation to food and entertainment. Watch our video to discover which city is best budget and the lifestyle.